some people get a little confused about that because they start to say to themselves, oh, Gary has this talent to do this thing. I've never done that. I can't do that. It's not that you can't do it. It's because you haven't tried yet. And I want to get to the point of intuition. What I'm drawing from when I do all this stuff is my own personal library that I've developed since I'm age 13. About all the experiences I've had and things that work and don't work and all of that. But much more important than that is I'm opening up to guidance, to intuition, if you will. And that is the largest library that there is. And oftentimes I'll be up here and I'll just start rambling and I don't even know where something comes from that I'm saying. It'll just blurt right out. And some people are uncomfortable, many people are uncomfortable doing that because they haven't done it before, or they don't think their intuition is that good or something like that. Let me tell you something. Your intuition is beautiful. The only problem with using your intuition is you don't trust it yet if you haven't used it. It's a matter of trusting it rather than not having it. We all have it. And so what you have to do what I've done if you want to develop that is you've got to stub your toe and make some mistakes and so on. But after a while, I'll go backward. The way to start off doing this is to guess at it. Just guess. And your intuition is usually within your guess. And after a while, you keep guessing, you'll find your guesses are more and more and more and more on point. And then you'll begin to trust, and you'll begin to trust, and you'll begin to trust. And after a while, your intuition really comes home. Now, one of the other things I do sometimes, and I talked about this on our Steps Towards Becoming the Ultimate Therapist videos, is I will sometimes rely on what I call a thermometer. I have this little visual thermometer in my head, and I'm visiting with someone, and I can see, just by my mind's eye, this thermometer that they're maybe at a 5 or 6 on their issue, or a 3 or 4, or 8 or 10, or something like that. I can see this thermometer doing this. And that gives me a good guide where they are. That's intuitive. That's not them telling me. That's me intuitively going about that. And so if I think they're at an 8 and they say they're at a 2, that tells me typically that there's another issue coming up. Okay, there's something else in the background. If they say they're an 8 and I see a 2, then I'm going to start questioning, because a lot of people will tell you that they're at a certain level and they're not there. And the reason they tell you that they're an 8 or a 5 or something when they're really at a 1 or a 2 or a 0 is because they don't believe that really happened. And they're not lying to you. They think it's going to come back in 3 minutes. They do all this stuff, this mental gymnastics in their head. They somehow or other just can't say it's gone or it's a 2 or it's a 1. They don't know how to do that. It's not a criticism. It's just what happens. Okay, so what I'm going to suggest that you do is when I'm dealing with people here, develop your own thermometer. It doesn't have to be a visual thing like mine. It could be a feeling thing. It could be a sound thing. It would be whatever it would be with your system. But what you might want to do is just from time to time, just notice, write down, well, they're at a 3, they're at a 5, they're at a 6, something like that. And notice is that when I do ask them, how well that complies. If it doesn't comply well, it's okay. Just keep trying. You're developing and you're practicing your intuitive abilities when you do that.